shit. These niggas claiming that they boss shit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it post shit. You see me, they like, ooh, chemo sabi. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to boss shit. They see me, they like, ooh, chemo sabi. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army. Going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like that, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Ooh, chemo sabi, got this bitch off the hand. Got the juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, it's assault. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they boss shit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it cost shit.
Hey! One way! One way! One way! One way! One way!
Coming up on my double.
I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settle and see. You locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause it's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fuckers scared some. Get the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drum, black and yellow Air Ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. They was doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit. Lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third. Lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all steppin'. Kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5 but you doing life. These hands are rude GPS. A mean right. That's mean right. We build different, you know the vibes. And we stamped it authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a cod. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoke until we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they boss shit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it cost shit. You see me, they like, ooh, chemo sabi. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up on my double shit.
Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Gathered on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.
Shalom, Lord Christ is real. Precinct Officer 1000, the Kashawan of the ISUPK. We start out at 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York, under Commander General Honda. Of course, you all know this already. Tonight's class is the Tuesday night brotherhood class. Tonight's topic we're going to go over: birthdays are unlawful. This is the truth about birthdays. I know y'all out there, y'all like to celebrate. You love birthdays. You love the celebration and the balloons and the RSVPs and your people coming through. And I know you love it all. The question, however, is, does the Lord love it? Does the Lord approve of you celebrating your birthday? You know, a lot of times we as Black, Hispanic, and Native Indigenous people, we celebrate things without actually knowing the origin of where these things come from. And we don't question it either. Yet we say that we have some type of personal relationship with the Lord. You have this so-called personal relationship. He didn't run that past you in that relationship and that little conversation you had with him. He didn't run that past you at all. It's kind of ironic because it's all in through the Bible that you're not supposed to do that. And we're going to prove it tonight. You know what I mean? I got Hadar Martha here with me tonight. I got some brothers and sisters calling in on the line. Y'all know how it goes. Just give it a call. If you got questions, pop them in the comment section and we're going to get to them. Hey, I see Officer Mawasar Shalom. Lord Christ was good. I see you out there. Got questions, pop them in the chat. The reason why I'm doing this class tonight is because I've been talking to a couple of people in the world, right? And when you starting to bring people into the truth, you have to start telling them and teaching them the things that the Lord is with and the things that he is not with, right? So a lot of times when you're doing that, you could only do it when these particular situations just so happen to pop up. You know what I mean? Pork, crab, lobster, tuna is a big one. You be at your slavery, y'all chilling, you talking, cat breaks up a tuna sandwich. Like, yo, you want some? You're like, nah, man, I can't. You know what I mean? And then they go, of course, why? And then you got to go, man, you know, I don't mess with that. It's unlawful. First thing they say after that is, what, you a Muslim? I'm like, nah, I'm not that at all. You understand? So then that's how you begin to teach people. This is what fishing is. This is how you usually bring people into the truth, because we were the shield of David out of slavery. We have a certain demeanor. Hey, we got a sister there. Hey, Shalom Yahweh Shemal Ataba Shem Yahweh Shah. Sis, I see you was good. We hold ourselves to a certain decorum, and we move a certain type of way. You know what I mean? And it's holy. And people are instantly attracted to that, and they start asking questions. Nobody asks a Christian anything. No one asks a Christian anything because they do the same things Christians do. Christians don't do anything different. They don't ask an Arab cat nothing. He a Christian too. He ain't doing nothing different. But when the Israelites of the school of UPK, we start doing things, we start interacting with people out of slavery, they want to know more about us. They want to know more about what we do, what we believe in, and this is how you fish. You got to tell them, teach them, and then bring them into the truth. So anyway, I was hit with this question about birthdays. You understand? And birthdays are unlawful. Now, I'm going to ask a specific question once the brothers start to pour in here. Call in, brothers and sisters, and then the people on the thread here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Pull the precept that says you can't celebrate birthdays, right? What's good? I heard somebody chime in. Shalom, Lord Christ.
Shalom, Lord Christ. I want Officer Mawasar checking in.
Hey, Mawasar, what's good? Let me get you down for attendance, brother. Give me 1 second here. 1 second. What's good with you, Mawasar? Everything straight?
Kawakan. Everything's Tawab. You good?
I'm solid, man. I'm solid. Mawasar, for those of you that don't know, is a precinct officer of 50 here in the ISUPK. This brother is stronger than strong, man. If you look up the definition of mountain, Mawasar's face will pop up next to it. That brother is ox strong, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
The water, sir.
Yonder bar, man. The water to you, man, for serving the Lord in the way that you do, man. You do an immaculate job hearing this truth, man. I swear, man. Look, I watch. I see what's going on. Even though I ain't up here, I see it. I see you, bro. All right, but
the water, sir.
Mawasar, do you have the precept regarding the birthday and not to celebrate it? Do you have that in your precept book?
Sir.
Okay. Hadar, what you got, Hadar? Okay. Okay. Whenever you got, well, can you do it? I don't think you can do it. Where Halak at? Halak ain't on tonight. Okay, yeah, ain't no sweat. Ain't no sweat. But let me give it. Oh, that's him. Yeah, Halak, man, the man with the plan, man. Halak, he be on it, boy. Halak, what's good?
Man, I'm Tawab at one. How about yourself? Yahweh Bashem. Yahweh Shaiba Rakatah, sir.
Shalom, y'all. What's going on, man? We getting the class situated. That's all. That's Salak, the trooper Halak out here in these streets, man. This brother here holds it down too. Every damn day of the week, he reading. That brother learning. You also on the podcast too, right, Halak?
Salakia Adawan, can you repeat that, Baba Kasha?
I said you on the podcast too, right?
Come on, sir.
Okay, what a podcast at? Where can they see it at? And what's the name of it?
You can tune in, you can watch it, you can check it out at STL, the ATL connection.
Yeah.
And also it's the St. Louis ISUPK.
Right. Nice. Most high in Christ. Birthdays. This is what we're talking about tonight. Let's get back on topic, right? Birthdays. Officers, precept about birthdays and why it's unlawful to celebrate. Hadar?
Jeremiah 20:14.
Can you read it? Oh, wait. Let Halak read it. Halak, give me a Jeremiah 20 and 14 real fast.
Come on, sir.
All right. Because I want to make a point here tonight. Now, Hadar Mop did pull it, which is Tawab, right? But I asked for a very specific thing, which is cool. Go ahead and read it whenever you got it, Halak, all right?
Come on, sir.
Because a Christian, what they're going to do is they're going to try to combat this. They're going to try to combat it, and I'm going to show you exactly how and why they do it and how to combat it. Go ahead, Halak.
Come on, sir. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 20 and verse 14. Cursed be the day wherein I was born.
Cursed be the day wherein I was born. The day that you're born is the so-called birthday. Okay? Jeremiah is saying, cursed be the day. Cursed be that day wherein I was born. Keep going.
Come on, sir. Let not the day wherein my mother bare me be blessed.
Now, that's a perfect precept. However, here's the question. When a Christian goes, but that doesn't say you can't celebrate it, which they will. Because they will say it. Because where does it say that you can't? They just heard, cursed be the day wherein I was born. Let not that day be blessed. A Christian will hear that and go, well, it didn't say that, brother. Here's where we teach. Does anybody know where the origins of birthdays come from? The origin of the day itself, the origin of the celebration. I'll give it to you.
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead, Halak.
I may be wrong, Adawan.
No, take a shot.
Nimrod?
I'm gonna do you one better.
Okay.
Because we talking about, I know you're going Christmas. The birthday, the celebration of birthdays, it originated with the Egyptians. The Egyptians are the first people to acknowledge and celebrate birthdays. Okay? That's where it comes from. Now that we know the origin of where the problem started, now you can begin to tear into a Christian, because now you can find out where the law states that you can't do what they do. You understand? Now, Jeremiah 20 and 14 is an excellent precept. It really is. It's an excellent precept to keep hammering home the point. What you want to do when you fishing for people, when you teaching brothers and sisters, right? You put them in a box, right? And then you make that box smaller and smaller and smaller till they can't get out of the box. they don't have nowhere to run to. So if you start with Jeremiah 20 and 14, they'll say, well, that doesn't say you can't do it. Okay, no sweat. Start with, what is the origin of birthday? Since they're going to tell you they celebrate it. Hey, what's the origin of it? And then they don't know. And then you say that's an Egypt custom. That's an Egyptian custom. It's an Egyptian custom. And they'll go, well, so what was wrong with that? We are not supposed to be following other people's customs at all. And I'll prove it to you right now. Give me Genesis 40 and 20. Let's get to the nook and cranny of it, because the ancient Egyptians celebrated the birthday. Okay, it was the day honoring Pharaoh from becoming whatever the hell he thought he was, into him thinking that he was a god. And they honored that, which is why when you hear people talk about birthdays, they always say things like this. Well, it's just it's another week and I'm living, and it's a new day, it's a new week, and I'm all this other, because in that day they feel different. They feel strong, they feel powerful, just like a god. You understand? So Pharaoh celebrated his birthday. Pharaoh is an Egyptian. That is in the Bible. In Genesis, what are the first 3 words of Genesis? The book of Genesis, the first 3 words. Anybody know? The first 3 words of Genesis.
Salakia, Adawan.
Go ahead, Locke.
In the beginning.
Correct. Give that brother a hand, please. In the beginning. In the beginning, we are in the book of Genesis. I just told you that the Egyptians are the originators of birthdays. They were the first people to celebrate it, recognize it, and acknowledge it. They were the first to do it. They put it on the map. Go ahead, Halak, read Genesis 40 and 20 real fast.
Sir. The book of Genesis, chapter 40 and verse 20. And it came to pass the 3rd day, which was Pharaoh's birthday.
Which was what?
Which was Pharaoh's birthday.
Go ahead, keep going.
That he made a feast unto all his servants.
Keep going.
And he lifted up the head of the chief butler and of the chief baker among his servants.
Stop right there. Pharaoh acknowledged the birthday. It's an Egyptian custom. Okay? Here's the interesting part about what I'm about to say next. Who was in captivity in Egypt? Us. We were, right? We were. So anytime that the Israelites are in a captivity, we start to follow after the heathenistic customs of that land. It happens all the time. Where's the proof? It happens right now. In America, in a captivity, we celebrating St. Patrick's Day just the other day. You're celebrating birthdays. You're celebrating Juneteenth. You're celebrating everything that comes with this land, because you're in a captivity to the land. No different from the Assyrian, no different from Egyptian, no different from any captivity we've ever been in. You always start to celebrate and adapt the customs of this place. You understand? Keep going on that, Halak. I think I'll go all the way to 22.
Sir. Verse 21. And he restored the chief butler unto his butlership again. And he gave the cup into Pharaoh's hand. Verse 22. But he hanged the chief baker, as Joseph had interpreted to them.
Let me tell you something, right? This is a celebration, right, of what Pharaoh and all of his disgust is doing at this particular time, right? You have the Israelites that are being held captive in this land. Israelites were here. You understand? First of all, we're scattered every damn way. Let's just get that out the way, right? Because that's what the person brought up too. Well, you never know. Which goes, I'm gonna go into this color thing later tonight, because we have been battling all week for like 3 weeks straight on the Facebook thread about color and Issa Rae's a ham and she's black. I'm gonna get into that too, which ties into this. Okay, Pharaoh celebrated his birthday. I just proved to you. Okay, if you look it up for yourself, the Egyptians were the first ones to do it. Now, we're not supposed to do it. Hadar Mouth pulled Jeremiah 20 and 14, and Halak read it. All right. Here's where it gets interesting. Give me Leviticus 8 and 2. Give me Leviticus 8 and 2. Now we still in the book, we still in the 5 books of Moses. Okay, we're still there, and we still dealing with the Israelites in that captivity. It's coming out of it. So we're going to find out if we are supposed to celebrate birthdays, and or just to break it down for you a little bit more, are we supposed to follow in the customs of the heathen? Because I just showed you that that custom is an Egyptian custom. All right, you got that for me, Halak?
Khan, sir.
Go ahead.
Khan, Leviticus chapter 8 and verse 2.
No, 18 and 2. Salakia, 18 and 2.
Salakia, sir. Khan, Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 2. Here we go. Speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them, I am the Lord your God.
This is the Lord speaking to Moses. You understand? And he's telling them to speak unto the children of Israel, not the children of Ham, not the children of Esau, the children of Israel, which are your blacks, Hispanic, and Native indigenous people. This is who the Lord is telling Moses to speak to. Keep going.
Khan, sir. Verse 3. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do. And after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall ye not do. Neither shall ye walk in their ordinances.
After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do. None of those things that they were doing over there. That goes for your birthdays. That goes for all that. If you ever look on TikTok, right, which we always get banned from, obviously. If you look on TikTok, you'll see Hamites, shirts up, showing their breasts, the female showing their breasts. You'll see the men walking around with this wooden rod. They all naked, hanging around each other. Hamites do that. That's a custom of Africans. Those Africans, they do disgusting things like that. They walking around humping each other. Listen, Egypt was for homosexuality. It was for it. They promoted it. The shaven face, Jeb, some type of a deity that had his own rod in his mouth. They promote it. The shaven face, which you can't do either, Israelite man and woman. Oh, man, obviously. You can't shave your beard off because it looks feminine. It looks gay. You look like a Siamese cat. You can't do that. The Lord didn't give you no hair on your face. You just ain't got it. But brothers who got it, rock it. Don't sit in there and shave your face. You look feminine. The Lord told you not to do that either. But you do that because the Egyptians did it. We were under such a captivity for so long that you start to watch them. And you start to go, dang, man, they living like that. They living good, man. I want to look like that. Right? I want to, for example, the movie Coming to America, right? Where Eddie Murphy comes to America, he starts to kind of like envy Daryl a little bit in the beginning, right? You see Daryl with the chick, he walking around, he got the money. What does he do? What does Hakeem do? He wants to get the same hair that this guy got. He wants the soul glow. So the dude is like, yo, why the hell you want that in your hair? Why you want to do that? It ain't no different from us being over there. It ain't no different from us being right here, right now. It's the same thing. We start to envy that because we want it. We want to celebrate birthdays because make no mistake about it. They didn't do this with like the regular people. They didn't celebrate like the birthdays with the commoners. You know what I mean? The regular folks. You top tier people were doing that. You understand? And that type of treatment that Pharaoh was getting, Israelites envy that. He's sitting on the golden throne. There's statues and monuments and gold. Why do you think black? Listen, that the presentation of the birthday itself. If you ever looked at somebody's birthday online, right? Let's just take a sister for example, because they really usually go over the top with it. They sitting on a gold throne. There's smoke coming all out the bottom of the floor. It's their age and the two big numbers of their age. Yeah, their chapter, right? You know, they're on chapter 50, you know, to make it sound kind of cute. smoke balloons and fireworks and all this other stuff, because in that moment they feel like a god. They feel like a god. They feel like how Pharaoh feels when people are kneeling and kissing his feet and, oh, you're so great, and giving them gifts and trinkets and all this other stuff. They feel like that because the Israelites look at Pharaoh. I'm sure most of them was like, dang, man, look, man, dang, I want to get that treatment. I feel like crap. I want to get that. What I got to do that? Oh, I got to look like that. I got to shave my face and walk around here, honey child girl, yeah, Pharaoh girl, girl, whatever the hell they were talking about. I just assumed that that's what they were doing, since they shaved their heads bald and shaved their face bald too. It just looked very sugary. It looks very sugary. But that's what they were doing. You understand? And the Israelites did what they always do, which is envy, and they want it. This is how you cut a Christian, because we're not supposed to follow in the ways of the heathen at all. And that's a heathenistic custom. So anytime you're about to pull Jeremiah 14, go back, say, hey, nah, man, let me get Leviticus 18, first break down that origin, let them know where it's from, and then tell them. Read it again from the top, Halak. Tell them this.
Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, I am the Lord your God. Verse 3. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do. And after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall ye not do.
Let me tell you something. Stop right there. I'm gonna have you read the neither shall I walk right after this. In Egypt, when we get shipped out of there, in that land of Canaan, don't do nothing that they do either. And here's the thing, right? Since you want to go all out, and make no mistake about it, I wish this camera could zoom in. Make no mistake about it. If you want to go full ham, go full ham, right? Since you want to celebrate birthdays, I tell you what you do next, right? Put a bone in a metal plate in your lip, put a bone through your nose, don't bathe, and if you do bathe in cow piss, which is what they do. And then after you're done doing that, tell your daughter, who is between the ages of 5 and 48, to go get her thing cut off. Because guess what? That is also a Hamite custom. They practice genital mutilation still in that continent. There's 52 countries in that continent. They still practice that in 80% of that continent. Till this day, I'm not making that up. You could look that up yourself. I'm not making that up. So if you're going to go full ham, you want to go full Egypt. You know, a lot of y'all wear the ankh and you think you're from Egypt. The motherland, Egypt. Yeah, go over there and take a picture with the Sphinx and kissing a cat and all that. Since you want to go full ham, you want to go full African, go full African.
Right.
Go ahead. Go do it. What's stop? Why you not going that far? Since you love the customs so much, you want to celebrate your birthday. Why not go the rest of the 9 yards? Halak, you want to bring something out?
I was just gonna say, if I could, sir, Steve Harvey.
Come on, man. Look at Steve. Remember, yeah, when he said he was like, oh, I never met an African people. It's so beautiful. It's so. Look at Steve Harvey, man. Look at Steve Harvey. The most feminine. That brother is so moist. It is hilarious. He is. And how do we know he's moist? Same thing. Shaving head, little shaving face. Got that Richard Pryor mustache. He's a soft man. There's not a warrior spirit on him at all. He the type of dude when war break out, he gonna talk. He want to talk. Wait a minute, let me tell you something. The survey said he this brother here. He want to give you cars and the goddamn Ford Focus. He ain't about no warfare, man. But he's not. And go ahead, brother.
Yeah, about Shimon Shabbat, young man Paul checking in.
Hey, young man Paul, was good, man. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shabbat. Let me get y'all on the what you call
Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat.
Shalom.
Slakia, sir.
Go ahead, Mawasa, I hear you.
But How about Ecclesiastes 7:1?
Go ahead and read it. You brought it up.
Khan. One second.
No, I don't know my
Ecclesiastes 7:1. A good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death than the day of one's birth. Can we precept that?
Listen, yeah, not only you can precept. You put those right in your birthday. Put those right in your birthday precepts. Put them right in there. All of these. You understand? But you need to know where the and Tawada to you for asking. That was beautiful. But you need to know where the origin of it is, so that way you can go right to Leviticus 8. I mean, it's like 18:2, and then they can't get out of the jam. They can't get out of it because they're going to try to move around like this, right? But then you give them the precept that Mawasar pulled. You give them the precept that Hadar Moth just pulled, that Halak read, and then it's another one too in Job. What is it? Job 3:3. Isn't Job though for sure? They're all over the place, man. They're all over the place. Keep going on that precept, Halak.
Come, sir. Neither shall ye walk in their ordinances. Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 4. Ye shall do my judgments and keep mine ordinances.
Right.
To walk therein. I am the Lord, your God.
I am the Lord, your God. That part right there is so important. It's so important. That's like all of us who have children, right? You go, I'm your father. You don't say that to nobody else's kid. You say it to yours. If a Hamite kid right now runs across this parking lot, I can't be like, hey, listen, I'm your father. Listen to me. Hell no, hell no. You understand? The Israelites are the children of the Lord, man. We belong to him. So if he says to not do something, don't do it. Don't do it. Fight that temptation for wanting to feel like a god and feel like Pharaoh for one day. And it's getting so overblown now. It used to be a time where the birthday was just one day. Remember that? Remember when the birthday was one day and you celebrated it? Then, I guess within a couple years ago, then it turned into the weekend, right?
Yeah.
Then what? It turned into the whole week.
Whole week.
Now it's the whole damn season. It's the whole season now. Are you what? All of that just to feel like a god that day? Just to feel like a god for 20. And this is how you know that these people do it. I'll get to that later. But drop down to verse 24.
Come. Defile not you yourselves in any of these things.
Defile not ye yourselves in any of these things, man. Any of them. That birthday garbage comes from Egypt. You don't want to have nothing to do with that. Anything that the heathen presents to you, you don't want to have nothing to do with that at all. That precept earlier, I think, Halak mentioned Nimrod, and I knew where he was going when he said that. He was going to go to Jeremiah when it talks about learn not in the ways of the heathen. You talking about that one, Halak? You was going to go there?
Come, sir.
Damn right. Learn not in the ways of the heathen. Don't sit there and idolize the heathen and go, damn, man, I really want to do that. Oh, man, that looks great. We should do that, y'all. We should sit in the gold throne with smoke and have a birthday candles and cake and all that. This is great. You don't love the Lord if you do that. And there's plenty of high holy days for you to celebrate, man. There's plenty of them. But you want that validation for that one day. You are just as disgusting as that if you do that. You are just as disgusting because you don't know where these things come from until tonight. You didn't know this until tonight. And we teach classes on it, but you don't listen, obviously. But we're going to give it to you again. You want to follow in the way of the heathen, and that's going to make you disgusting too. You're going to defile yourself to try to be like them. The Israelites are royalty. We sit up here, man. We are separate from everybody else. We are better than everybody else. We smell better. We look better. We cook better. We do everything better. And you want to low ball yourself to being a goddamn Egyptian? You want to be that? You want to do what they do? Why? You don't really see them trying to mimic us in that type of way. They got their own little thing going on, right? Yeah, they may rap here and there, but they can never be like us. But we love to want to be like them. We love want to be like them. Sisters I knew when I was growing up got a tattoo of Africa somewhere on their body. Somewhere. They got it on their butt, they got it on their lower back, they got the earrings, Mama Africa, all this other garbage, because they want to be African so bad until you mention genital mutilation, and now nobody wants it no more.
Right.
They don't want to do that. No.
Rocket, sir.
Go ahead, Mama Saw.
So remember when back in the 90s they had the African medallions everybody was walking around wearing.
Come on, man.
And especially when Malcolm X came out, everybody was on that African and Muslim and all that.
Right. All of that. African Bambaataa, he out there touching kids. Listen, man, they want to be Ham so bad. And guess what? They end up being just like Ham. You end up being disgusting just like Ham. You end up being just like that because you want to be like that. You want to be like that. You eat fufu, eating crap with your knuckles and putting your hand all in this stuff. I'm good, man. I'd rather do it the right way with a fork. That's what I'd rather do. I'd rather be clean and neat and not be filthy. Go ahead. Oh, that's Michael Lott.
Hey, y'all about to shake a thug, come on.
Hey, shalom, y'all watch I know Michael Lott when I hear him. Michael Lott, hey, what's going on, brother? Hey, cool, man. What's good, Michael Lott?
Hey, that's like if I could, I want to ask a question.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay, pertaining to what you were just bringing up, and then when they say about like how people like will try to make yourself a gun and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, can we tie that into like that's basically what we follow? We don't realize we following the customs of some people. The reason why they have to celebrate their birthday because they look at us and they know that they ain't nothing. So the only day that they feel important is to celebrate a birthday, and we follow that custom not knowing that we are already important. So we try to feel important by doing what they doing, not knowing that if we was in our own identity, we would be important. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Con, I get what you're saying for sure. Listen, a beaten down people. Right? This when we went to Leviticus and we read Genesis, right? This is in the beginning. Okay, the scriptures say that there's no new thing under the sun. Israelites were looking at the oppressor then and idolizing and envying him and envying Pharaoh then, and they do it now. Now, a beaten down people, right, look for hope. They look for hope. And the oppressor gives you a birthday to celebrate, which is a heathenistic custom, right? And he profits off of it, although the credit goes to Egypt, right? He profits off of it just for you to feel important for that one day. Just for you to feel important. Well, guess what, dummy? Let me explain something to you. Let me break down the cycle of your life. You celebrate a birthday. You feel good for about 5 hours. You're going to get drunk. You're going to feel sick, and you're going to either get into some type of car accident or get pulled over by the very bastard that implements birthdays. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Go ahead, Mawasar.
It's heavy that you should say that because in the Bible, every birthday that was celebrated, it was an unaliving.
Let me tell you.
Right behind it.
Because it's not supposed to be. The oppressor's he's gonna benefit off of it 2 ways, right? The oppressor benefits off of your life, and he benefits off of your death. Okay, and let me show you how. When you're born, right, all that stuff in the hospital, all of the doctor coming in there taking care of you. Oh yeah, let me do this, let me do that. Then that bill comes. You're like, damn, all of that. You know what I mean? And he profits off of your death. When you die, you go into the ground. The funeral, damn near costs more than the wedding. It's like $20,000. You're like, well, all that for a wooden box? Then you're paying for the plot. Then you're paying for the tombstone. You're paying for the flowers. Where do you think this money's going? To a black-owned business? Hell no. Life and death. Your birthday, right? Let's keep it on topic. Your birthday to you is about life, right? It's about the day you were born. That's your life. It's about life. You're gonna get drunk. You're gonna party. You're gonna fornicate, have sex, and do some old wicked stuff. And at the end of the night, when you decide to ignorantly drive home, the police officer is going to arrest you and put you in jail, which is a death sentence. You understand? Because there's no life in prison. They send you there to die. That's what they're going to do. Cradle to the grave. They're going to put you right in there, and you're going to rot away. And then you're going to start to be like, damn, why did I do this? All of us have said this. Oh, I'm never going to do this again. Oh, no, I'm never going to do it. And then next year, you do the same thing. And the cycle repeats itself, and you're paying fines every year. You do the same thing every year, and you haven't learned yet. You haven't learned yet.
Salaki.
Go ahead, brother. You got it.
I have that Job 3:3 that you pulled earlier. When you're ready for it, out of one.
Oh, that's that Job. Yeah, give it to me. Give me Job 3:3.
Khan, this is the book of Job, chapter 3, and verse 3.
Yeah.
Let the day perish wherein I was born, and the night in which it was said, there is a man-child conceived.
Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. That's a strong thing to say. You understand what I'm saying? That's a strong thing to say. And that's what we do in here. When brothers and sisters in the world ask myself, Alak, Mawasar, Makulah, Hadar, and the young men about our birthday, right? That damn birthday, man. Who cares? It's just another day. Who gives a damn, man?
Right.
I don't care. And what do people in the world go? Oh, you got to live life. Oh, you don't celebrate? No, I don't celebrate it. It's just another day. Damn that day. I'm happy. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to see another day. The cops are after me, not because I did anything wrong. It's because I look the way that I look. You think that's something to be happy about? You understand? Oppression makes the wise man mad, not happy. You understand? That's in the Bible. And when you're like the young man and Halak and Mawasar, Makulah, and Hadar, and myself, you know that you're oppressed. You know, we've been oppressed since Egypt. We know, but the one thing we will not do is envy the oppressor and go, man, I want to do that. I just need a little hope. I need to feel better. Us not celebrating birthdays makes us feel better. That makes us feel great. That's strength. That's strength. A lot of times you hear people in the world go, I'm strong, until you tell them not to eat tuna. Then they're, oh no, I don't know what to do. It's just tuna. You can't give up tuna for the Lord. You can't give up shrimp for the Lord. You say you love the Lord so much, you can't give up birthdays. You can't give up birthdays because you need hope. You need hope to move on. You need hope to feel alive because that's what your birthday is about. The Lord don't give a damn about that birthday at all. There's some captivities that we have been in since we have been in this world. Do anybody know two of the captivities, the major captivities that we were in? Officers, troopers. Two captivities. Go ahead, Makulah.
Was it the Egyptian and Babylonian?
Egyptian, Babylonian, I'll take it. Assyrian is the one I'm looking for too. Assyrian. Okay. And why is that important? Why is that important to know? I'm pointing out these different captivities to show you that we're picking up things from these different captivities. You understand? Somebody look up where birthday gifts come from. That's a quick little Google search. Look up the origin. Where do birthday gifts come from? Go ahead, Adar. That's right. Roman, Assyrian. And I'm bringing this up for a very specific reason because in this battle that I was having, and it didn't really last that long, but I'm glad I was able to teach because Lord allowed this person will come in here because they were really digging what I was putting down and they were biting it. They were really hanging on to it. You know what I'm saying? Now, they couldn't really stand toe to toe, which is fine. But when you battling people in the world, brothers, when y'all going out there, you battling, right? Young men, of course, you can't battle. Troopers can't battle, but you out there battling, right? Get something from the battle. get something from the battle. Yeah, we're going to bring it back what you know we are. You know we are. But get something from it. You can get a W, but get them to come in here. In the world, you hear all these people when we were in the world, hey man, come to my church. Hey man, come on down to my church, man. My church, my church, my church, right? When we get into a battle with these people, tell them to come on down here. Invite them down here.
Come.
Right, they're asking for a reason. They're asking about you for a reason. Just like when we inquired about whatever stupid church that they go to. Oh man, I'm leaving my church. Where you go to? Oh yeah, man, come on down here. You get into a battle, get something from the battle. Gain a brother. Or it says the gain them, get them in here. You want to learn more? Come on down here. You like this? Okay, cool. Let me. I got a class going on this week. The very person that I'm talking about is in the class online. The very person I'm talking about, I invited them in the class. I said, "Come on in. I'll do a whole class about the thing that we're talking about right now. A full length breakdown of exactly what we're talking about, so you can see." Because you can't do this just like, like you can't really do it in the constraints of time, which is slavery and all other stuff. Sometimes you need an hour or two to get through to them. Did anybody find that as far as where the birthday gifts come from? If you didn't, it's okay. The origin of birthday gifts. Just for time's sake, if you didn't find it, ain't no sweat.
Slacky, sir.
Go ahead, young man. You good?
I have something else, if I may, sir, from the Satanic Bible, what they say about holidays from their perspective.
Okay.
I'm Slacky from the birthday.
Yeah, what you got?
Khan, from the Satanic Bible, religious holidays. The highest of all holidays in the Satanic religion is the date of one's own birth. And it's like I'm skip down a little bit, going to how they make themselves into a god on these days. It says the Satanists feel, why not really be honest? And if you are going to create a god in your image, why not create that god of yourself? Every man is a god, and if he chooses to recognize himself as one. So the Satanist celebrates his own birthday as the most important holiday of the year.
So this is why when you present things, be very careful, and it's not a knock on what you presented. However, Satan works for the Most High, right? So Satan, I think in that book, they're confusing Satan with the devil, because Christians think that the devil and Satan are the same person. The devil is an actual man, and Satan is an angel that works for the Most High. So Satan can't have a birthday, and if he did have a birthday, he won't celebrate because he works for the Lord. That's also in Job, that he answers to the Most High. So the water for the information, all right. But the
sir.
Go ahead, Mama. So you got it.
Here's what I got from Google. While the Romans and Persians had lavish birthday celebrations, the ancient Greeks believed that evil spirits haunt and harm those celebrating their birthdays. That's why to protect the persons whose birthday it was, friends and family gathered and brought gifts to ward off evil spirits.
The water. Here's what we got right here, right? The Romans, it was a custom of the Romans of celebrating birthdays of friends and giving gifts for the reigning emperor, right? With excessive drinking. And it became popular and widely practiced throughout the empire. Now, Hadar, which captivity were we under before too? Which one did you name?
Roman, sir.
The Roman captivity. We get our customs from heathens. The Roman custom, Assyrian, Egyptian, Babylonian, you name it. That astrology, that comes from Assyrian. That's an Assyrian custom. You understand? That whole reading the stars and where the moons, and which goes hand in hand with the birthdays. And actually, around that time, those quote unquote philosophers were giving information to the Egyptians based on astrology, which is why they started celebrating the birthday. if you look at those stupid walls, they got zodiac signs all on these walls. Because that's what they were into. They were into sundown and the sun, and they were so into that. They were very much into that. You understand? Which is why we can't be associated with anything that they have to do, because that's not our custom. You don't want the customs of an oppressor. That's unwise and unlawful, because it is not of the Lord's spirit. Go ahead, Mama. So you got it.
Would that be where they got the modern horoscope from?
When the horoscope, it's hard to say. I'm not clear about where I think the horoscope was an Asian custom or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But I'll look deeper into it. But I know that region near Egypt was the originators of astrology. I think between Iraq and it's another one. Iraq is some place up. No. But they were the originators of the astrology, and then the next people to get that information were the Egyptians. So the Egyptians kind of expounded on it a little bit more, which is where you get these the zodiac signs, the times, and where the moon was. It's asinine, and they use this. They use these studies to determine if kings were going to die. That's how they were predicting. They used it to predict things. They would look at the star and go, "Oh, hey, king, guess what? You're gonna die." They would do things like that, especially like the times of an eclipse. The information is out there. It's not really hard to find. But this custom of just the birthday gift giving is a Roman custom. You understand? That's a Roman custom. As a matter of fact, there's a mention of another birthday in the Bible too. I think it's of Herod. I think somebody find me that real fast. Herod. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody give me that one with Herod. Herod. Or something about they gave gifts to Herod. Somebody said Salaki, go ahead.
Hello, yeah, man, Desmond checking in.
Hey, what's good, Desmond? Shalom, y'all. What's going on? Solid. Let me get
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead, brother. You got it.
The precept with Herod, where he made the promise to give him John the Baptist's head, sir. That one.
You got it. Let me hear it real fast. I thought it was in Hey, let me hear it real fast. I know that they gave Herod gifts.
Oh yes,
okay, I got you. Go ahead, young man.
Khan, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 14, verse 6 through 8. But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before them and pleased Herod. Whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she asked. And she, being before instructed of her mother, said, "Give me here John Baptist's head in a charger."
Let me tell you something. Does anybody know Herod's nationality? Where does he descend from? What is he? Anybody know?
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead, Locke.
If I could, sir, would he be an Edomite?
He is an Edomite. That's correct. He is an Edomite. So we got one Edomite that celebrated the birthday. And we got one Hamite that celebrated the birthday, right? Now, both of these are oppressors, right? So we shouldn't choose none of their ways, right? Precept now. Y'all know where to go. This is we do this one every week. This is how you clip a Christian. This is how you do it. You got Herod, that's Edom. He's doing it. We were under a Roman captivity. We've been under that oppressor for a long time. Then you got the Hamite, you got him. So that covers both of the grounds of oppressor, does it not? Ham, Esau, Edom, Ham. Now you got both of them. They did the same thing. Let's get it.
Come, sir.
Go ahead, Mark.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
Envy not the oppressor. Do not look at a Hamite and look at an Edomite and go, dang, man, I wish I was like that. Dang, man, he's so fresh. He fly. Man, all these people honoring him and worshiping them. Oh, man, I need that feeling. Don't do that. Keep going.
Come, sir. And choose none of his ways.
Choose none of his ways. It says it here. It said it earlier when we was in Leviticus 18 and 2 through 4. It said it there too. Ham. And then you got Esau. And that Esau lineage is long. And so is the Hamite one. That one's long too. That one's worse. That covers a lot of ground. And now you have closed the box on the Christian. The nail is in the coffin, and they can't get around it. They're gonna go. You can try it, but you can't get around it. And even if you wanted to go Asian, right? Oh, what about the Asians? Are they not heathens? They're following the way of the heathen, man. Period. Right. And that scripture that Halak was about to bring out, Jeremiah, right? Talking about the heathen, it also says, "Be not dismayed at the signs of heaven." That's those stars that the Asians look at to bring up astrology. They go, "Oh wow, let me go," and make money off of this. Right. They make money off of that. How do we know? Gambling exists, right? Every black person in here right now, grandmother or grandfather had one of these books. These lucky, it's a book. It's like a book of stars or numbers and all this other goofy nonsense that follows astrology when the stars are to try to figure out if you're going to hit the lottery tonight. Guess what? We're all still broke. Go ahead, Makulot.
Hey, cuz, if I can add, sir.
Go ahead, Makulot.
I remember being excited to go to the Chinese restaurant to get a fortune cookie to see what it's going to say.
Right. Did it ever say we were going to get harassed by the police? Because that's kind of our fortune. You go, hey, if the fortune cookie said, "Hey, that next girl gonna put you on child support," or if the cookie said, "You're gonna lose your job and she's gonna leave you," if it said that, I'd be like, "Damn, this fortune cookie thing, all right." It says bright, uplifting things like, "Oh, there's gonna be a turn in your life." You're like, "Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a turn. It's gonna be a turn." You understand?
Yes, sir.
Somebody says, "Lockie, go ahead."
Khan, I was trying to see if we could pair Romans 12 and 2 with what you're saying as far as like not going into the ways of the heathen and into our oppressors.
I'm good. Go ahead, read it, young man.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
Yes, you can absolutely use that. And why would you, young man, why did you go to this scripture?
Because it's Salaki, sir. Because that's what it's saying is not to come about how the world is going to mold you into, how the world is going to tell you, hey, this is how you should be. But yet you need to get the word of the Most High, so that can show you how to be, just like this says, be good and be acceptable. According to how the will of God wants you to be.
Okay, it's not bad at all, and it is definitely acceptable. Give me what's the one that I want? I'm paraphrasing. Be not of this world. Man, I think it's a John, but that was an excellent precept, though. That was excellent precept. Give me 1 second here. Yeah. Give me that one. Yeah, give me love, not the world, neither the things in this world. Y'all going off tonight, ain't you? Usually I'll be in here. Y'all be y'all going off tonight. Halak, what you done did, Halak? You done set off somebody, bro.
It's like you, sir.
Go ahead, young man. You got it.
Khan, this is the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world.
Mm-hmm.
If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Let me tell you something. That precept is so heavy
Come on,
because the word world means age or society, right? This society that we live in, that captivity under the Romans and the Assyrian Empire and the Egyptian Empire, the Rome, these were societies. These were ages. These were societies. And we decided to go against the Lord yet again and follow in the ways of the heathen. And the scripture is telling you, be not of this world, neither of the things in this world. I remember one time we were battling, all of us were battling some cat or a couple of cats online about this very scripture right here. I was teaching a class, and brothers in here on the phone, man, going off on TikTok, because this one heathen, this one Edomite was saying, well, what about your laptop? Your laptop is of this world. Because Esau is a caveman, he doesn't understand the precept at all. He doesn't understand the precept at all. He believes because this is in this society that I'm not supposed to use it, right? Here's what he doesn't understand about that very precept. This here, I can't worship this. You can't worship this, right? There's nothing to follow here that's going to change my life. However, the world pumps out bacon, pork bacon. This society promotes homosexuality, the alphabet community, right? The elemental P community.
Right.
Those are the things that are of this world. This is just a tool. This is just a tool. Because I could have said, well, what about guns, Esau? What about those? Why are you going to an uproar when somebody said they're going to take your gun? Since it's so of this world. You understand? However, the things that are of this world here, the saluting of the flag, anything that this society promotes to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indigenous people, don't do it. If they're going to promote it that way, because that's the goal. Go ahead. Somebody says Salaki. Go ahead.
If I may, I was just gonna ask, like, so it's basically when they say of this world, it's basically saying like anything that's against the Most High, anything that's transgressing the law. Like basically you can do anything as long as it don't transgress the law.
Right.
Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. Anything that is not of the Lord. This world doesn't like the Israelites.
Right.
They don't like us. You understand? And they don't promote the education that the real Jews are black. But what do? They condemn it. Anytime a celebrity says that they're a Jew or they're Israelite, here comes the brigade. They come to try to stop it. Why? Because they don't want word to get out that we are the true Jews of the Bible. So they can't do that. But what have they been promoting? They've been promoting that Esau, the Amalek, that he's the Jew. They promote that, right? What do they also promote? The minute that you share a book called Hebrews and Negroes and Negroes and Hebrews, the minute you share that, it's anti-Semitic. Uh-oh. That's what this world is about. Meanwhile, there's a Amalek who stole our identity. And the minute we say something about it, it's a problem. That's anti-Semitic. What they're doing. And how the hell could it be anti-Semitic if they're not Semitic? It don't even make a lick of sense. You understand what I'm saying? So this world promotes kind of like a backwards, like a real upside down mentality. The things that are good, they say is bad. And things that are bad, they say is good. Precept.
Come on, sir.
Go ahead, Locke.
The book of Romans, chapter. Young man Paul, I know you got me. You got my back on this precept. Because I know it, but I don't know the chapter and verse off the top of my head.
Officers, y'all to help them out. Officers, y'all should have been on this one already.
Come on.
Wait, hold up a lot. Go ahead, Michael Locke.
Are you referring to Isaiah 5:20?
Pull it. Yo, you driving?
Live, bro.
You got your sword with you?
Yeah, I got you.
Go ahead, pull it, bro. Let let Makolak get this, and then we're gonna see. All right. Go ahead, Makolak.
Con, sir.
Sir. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 20. Whoa! I said them that call evil good and good evil.
Mm-hmm.
That put darkness for that put darkness for light
Mm-hmm.
and light for darkness.
Most
That put bitter for sweet
mm-hmm.
and sweet for bitter.
Most High in Christ. Damn right.
Con.
Right. Look at that brother a hand, man. Give him a hand. That's exactly what they do. They turn the evil thing into a good thing.
Right.
How do we know? The elemental P community. It used to be a time where all of us collectively was like, hey man, that's wrong. Now you look at it, now they have turned it into some type of great thing. It's like a rainbow or Super Mario and all of the goofy nonsense. And you like, wow, it's bright and colorful. It's so good now, that's what they're saying, that it's inside of Target. They got baby clothes now. I posted a video on our TikTok page. They have the baby clothes where it says, I was born this way with a rainbow and the stars and glitter and all. It was a big thing because they're trying to turn it into a good thing, when in fact, it is a wicked thing. No different from birthdays. Birthdays, that ain't nothing good. That is something that is totally wicked, and we should not partake in it at all. Because, go ahead, you got it.
Oh, Slack, sir. I can give this to Trooper Slack if I make. I have to jump out real quick. I don't want Slack it, but Matthew 7:17 through 20.
Go ahead. What you got?
Con. The book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 17. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit.
Well, I wouldn't. Let me stop you right there. Like, I wouldn't use that here, not for this. However, if you were trying to, let's say you wanted to cut a Christian, right, and you're trying to make them understand that this is the home of the truth versus where they are, then you can go here. Because when we're talking about a tree, right, a tree is like a foundation. A tree is that something that you can lean on, some place that you go for peace and solitude, right? Now, the production of the tree ultimately determines what this tree is bearing. You understand? In here, we don't bear no bad fruit in here. Right. But the church does. Right. The church does. Right. And you want to fish for somebody to get out of that, you just pull this to prove that tree that they're leaning on is producing some of the worst fruit known to man. Is producing pedophilia. Right. It's proving child abuse, molestation, fornication, you name it, adultery. That's what that tree is producing.
Forget about it.
This tree over here is producing some great fruit. We got a homeless mission coming up this Sunday, March the 24th at 2 p.m. Mission number 12. All right, we're going to check out Brother Marcus, who is an unhoused brother who lives directly inside of the men's shelter where we're going. And the goal is to get more of our people out of there. So that way we can show the world and the society that the ISUPK and the Commander General Hana, we produce good fruit. Your Christian pastor, to the young man that brought the precept out, ain't producing nothing. Right. Ain't producing nothing. They're going to go down there with a Bible in the suit and then hop in their Rolls Royce and leave. Right. They're not trying to get the people out of there. They don't have, I don't know no church that has a prison program. I don't know none. None of them, because they don't want to go in there. They don't want to go into the to the thick of it. They cool if you outside, but they're not staying out there. They're not talking to you. They give you a little orange Bible, which most of us have. They gave it to you. All right, man, I'm gonna pray for you. They ain't praying for nothing. Damn your prayers. I don't want your prayers. I don't want your prayers. Yeah, God's gonna change your life. Yeah, okay. But how? How is he? How is he gonna do it, Pastor? Come on, man. All right, that was in on that. Halak. I know. What's the name? Young man wanted. It was some more on that, young man.
No, Salaki, sir, that was it.
Okay, no sweat. Yeah, you just want to be careful. That good precept. Like I said, if you want to, when you become an officer and you want to destroy a Christian, you use that because he'll look at us. He'll look at the shield. He'll look at all the black. He'll look at the boots, and then they'll start targeting our sisters too. Well, what about the sisters? They don't have a ministry. They don't get up on the podium. Hell no, no. But in your church, they do, which is unlawful. You can't do that. You can't have her up there. She's unclean. She's bleeding. Why is she even in there?
Yeah.
But they don't know the Bible, so you can go there for that for sure. All right.
Okay.
Let's get into the. Somebody else said Salaki. I thought I ain't want to ignore nobody. All right, cool. Hey, Halak, do you still have second? Wait, did I tell you Second Kings? Yeah, I did. Second Kings 17 and 7.
Khan, sir. The book of 2 Kings, chapter 7.
17.
Salaki, sir. 2 Kings, chapter 17 and verse 7.
Mm-hmm. If another brother got it, you can get it. If you need a minute, Halak.
Khan, 17 and verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
For so it was that the children of Israel had sinned against the Lord their God,
Mm-hmm.
which had brought them up out of the land of Egypt,
Mm-hmm.
from under the hand of Pharaoh king of Egypt, and had feared other gods.
Stop right there. Why is this scripture important to know? I'll answer it for you. When Pharaoh celebrated his birthday, Salakia, in that time, when the Pharaoh celebrated a birthday, and there's many pharaohs. So Pharaoh is just a title, by the way. Okay, Pharaoh is just a title. There's been many of them, just like king is the title as well, right? So Pharaoh celebrated it, and when the Egyptians would celebrate Pharaoh and his birthday, it was supposed to be looked at almost as an ascension into him becoming a god. Okay, and the Egyptians had that type of vibe with them, which is why when you go back and you talk about Moses and that Moses and Pharaoh, right? Pharaoh was like, all right, because they think that they're gods. They think that they are, right? That you can't do nothing to me. I'm gonna get a witch doctor in here, and they're gonna put bones on, and I got the wise man here. That's how they believe that they are. So his birthday was almost like an ascension of him becoming a god. And the children of Israel did what they do all the time. They fear gods. You understand? And let me break that down for you real fast. You celebrate your birthday, and you celebrate Easter, and you celebrate Christmas, and you celebrate all of these things that these so-called gods, these little deities, you're worshiping a god, you're fearing that you won't please this god. That's why you do it, right? And because your friends do it, you do it because they all share the same type of fear. They all one big fear bubble. And you go, oh no, well, what if I don't do this? And I'm not gonna do, and I'm not gonna get this, and I'm not, because if you please that little god or that so-called god, it comes with things. If you disobey that god, then bad things happen. You understand? Now, this here is important because birthdays are a form of idol worship. That's what a birthday is. Somebody look up the definition of idol while I'm talking. Birthdays are a day where people idolize themselves and sit themselves on high like a god. When they put out those RSVPs, you better do everything that God said, the so-called God said, because guess what? If you don't, they're going to be mad at you, and they're going to hate you, and they're going to turn their face away from you because you didn't show up to idolize them and worship them on this day. That's why birthdays are so unlawful. Because on that day, you followed after the Egyptians, you followed after Pharaoh. You want to feel like a god. You think this is your ascension to some god mode. And the minute that your little tiny servants that come to worship you, the minute that one of them doesn't show up, it's over. They turn their back on you. They're no longer your friend. They're no longer rocking with you because you don't rock with them. Guess what? Newsflash, spoiler alert. The Most High tells you not to do something. And when you do it, he turns his back on you and doesn't deal with you. Anybody see where I'm going here? You don't want to worship that, but you'll worship the customs of the Egyptians and your girlfriend for this weekend and your boyfriend and whoever the hell it is, even your children, and you'll kneel before them before you take a look at your Bible and realize that doing that is unlawful and there is only one God. There's only one. That's it. You understand? Somebody got the definition of idol for me?
Common Khan, sir. Common Khan. According Merriam-Webster, idol, an object of extreme devotion, a representation or symbol of an object of worship.
They got another one. Does it say the one that I have is an image or representation of a god used as an object of worship? They got that one in there a lot.
They have a false god.
You're damn right about that. You're damn right about that. An image or representation of a god, okay, used as an object of worship. That's what idolatry is, right? That's what the idol worship is. You're going to sit yourself on high in some type of a chair, right? And have people, I don't know if y'all ever seen this one. They got people, shirtless dudes carrying some bloated woman in a chair. They got, have y'all seen this or am I tripping? It's true. It's some chick sitting in a chair. She got all this makeup on, okay, gold, draped in gold, and she got 5,000 or 6,000 shirtless men, depending on how heavy she is, carrying her like this with the thing on their shoulder. Now, where does that come from? Where does this custom carrying somebody with Egypt? That's all you gotta say. That's it. That's a very this here carrying the person on the thing like this. Singing. They got worshipers. That's what worshipers do. Furthermore, that's what slaves do.
Right.
The slaves are the one carrying you like this. You ever seen 300? Xerxes? Yeah. How all them slaves underneath the damn thing carrying his whole platform in a chair. He said they want to be just like that. Xerxes too, who's a real person, by the way. Xerxes thought he was a god too. He even said it. He said, "I'm the god king." That's what he said. You understand? That's the status that they sit on that one day. They sit on that status of worship me, come sing to me, come light incense and candles and everything. It's my day. That's what they say. It's my day. Why didn't you come to my party? I invited you. I told you to come. Why didn't you come? And now you're giving an explanation to somebody. You a grown man saying, "Hey, well, man, you know, lying. Oh, well, I couldn't make it. I tried it." And now they hate your guts. The Most High wants that energy. Why don't you worship the Most High that way, the way you're supposed to? Because there's only one God. There's only one. The scriptures say there are no other gods before him or next to him at all. They are none. Somebody give me that precept.
Khan.
There are none. So regardless to whether you're going to celebrate your birthday and then that day you think you're just so goddess-like and so godly, you ain't nothing, man. You ain't nothing. Now I know you're going to go to Psalms 82 and 6 where the scriptures say, have I said ye are God? That's talking about authority. Relax. Calm down. Because in the very next line it says, ye shall die like men. The Most High don't die. So that cuts that argument. And I only bring that up because that's what the person said. You understand? I was slicing them up last week, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shout out to the sister in the class. All right. Somebody got that for me?
Colonel Khan.
Go
This
ahead.
is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3.
Yeah.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
None. None at all. That's listen, simple, straight, and to the point. Simple, straight to the point. No other gods. None. Horus, none of them. Jeb, none of them. Because these are not gods. These are just myths. Go ahead, Adar. I know you got one. Mm-hmm.
Coming from dictionary.com. A figment of the mind. Fantasy.
Come on.
A false conception or notion. Fallacy.
Give Hadar a hand, please, because that brother went to the Hadar went to the damn. Where'd you get that from, Hadar?
Dictionary.com.
That brother there, boy. Exactly. It's all in your mind. You understand? On the serious note, it's all in your mind, and you celebrate those days just like Esau does it. Esau wants to sit on high too. Esau thinks he is the Most High. He sits on high. He wants that power and that authority and that control over people. Our people specifically, no different from the Egyptians, the Hamites, same thing. They feel untouchable, invincible. And it's little small things like the birthday that offset all of that. Because if you eliminated the birthday completely, what do you think would happen to them? If you eliminated the day of worship for them, like that praising thing, it will still go on because we do it even when it's not the day for them, right? Veterans Day, Memorial Day, Labor Day, every statue, they're in your pocket, they're on your money, they're in your wallet, every bank. They're so involved in our life, it's hard to get away from them. The Hamite, the only time you're going to see him is in the Uber. So, nobody cares about him. However, with Esau, every time you turn around, Esau is somewhere. You can't run from him. Every street is named after him. The state, the country, the whole country is named after him. Amerigo Vespucci, the whole country. You can't run. He's everywhere. However, if you just stop doing one thing and start worshiping the Lord, it'd be easier to dissect and to break down who you're supposed to love and who you're not supposed to love. You're supposed to love your own people. So when the brother pulled that precept earlier about being not of this world, being not conformed to this world, that's what we're talking about. Strip yourself of that title of I'm an African American. That's of this world. The Lord didn't call you an African American. He didn't call you at all. He called you Israelite from the tribe of Gad, Reuben, the tribe of Benjamin, Simeon. You have a nationality.
Right.
You have a nationality. But you decided to put on that spirit from Esau. I'm Hamite. I'm Egyptian. I'm Nigerian. You a nigga.
That's right.
You a nigga. Be that. I'd rather be that than to be African. Any day of the week. Any day of the week. Being a nigga is more royal and regal than to be a Hamite. You understand? Go ahead. Somebody says Salaki. Go ahead.
Another one, God. I was just gonna say that it's like what that be called like a vain custom. What is that? A vain? And I was gonna ask if you already, if I may.
Go ahead.
If I may, did you pour Leviticus 18 and 3?
Oh yeah, we already on that. We passed that. You came late. We already off that. Yeah. Yeah, but it's good. Keep it in your precept book so you can study it for sure. Who we got on? We got any questions online on Hadar? Anybody I ain't say what up? I see some people up there. Oh yeah, let's go to the roll call real fast, all right? What we got? I see we got hey, Matazah was good. Shalom Yawashim Shabrakatah. What's going on, Matazah? Hey, Shira was good. Hey, it was good. Yahweh Shemal Tabashim Yahweh Shas. This was good. Shalom.
That might be everybody.
Yeah.
We have we have a young man Ron.
Hey, young man Ron, Shalom, Lord Christ. It's good.
All right. We have this brother Charles who checked in with from Jacksonville.
Okay, brother Charles, good. Shalom, Lord Christ. What up?
All right. Sister
Ra'amah was good. Shalom. Y'all Shalom, Thabah Shem Yahushua, sis. All right.
The elected one, also Tatiana.
Hey, Kasiyah was good. Shalom, Lord Christ. It's good.
Young man Brian with us.
Young man Brian, Shalom, Lord Christ. What up, though?
Also Mark the Light.
I know. Yeah, heck yeah.
Pastor I checking in with us.
Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ. It's good.
We got Pastor Light with us.
Hey, Tazalai was good. Shalom, y'all Shalom, Thabah Shem Yahushua, sis.
And also we have Williams.
T. Williams is good. Shalom, Lord Christ. Roll call done. All right, solid. Let me touch on one more preacher. Somebody give me
And we have young man Paul and through her lot.
Oh yeah, we know. All right, what's good? All right. Give me this is the last one I'm gonna slide, all right, real quick. There's one more that I want. And I'm gonna finish off with this because tonight when we do these classes, right, the Tuesday night brotherhood class, for those of you that are tuning in, shout out to y'all. We do these for a very specific reason. We do all these classes for a reason, right? But the brotherhood class is one of those classes where you're talking to the brother, like it's like a or sister, like the one-on-one type of deal. You know what I'm saying? And tonight, for sure, we got all our Akim in here,
right?
You know, and we talking amongst ourselves. Ain't no Hamites in here, and Esau ain't in here because they not welcome in here. We talking to our people. For once, we need to start conveying these messages to our people outside of here, right? So you got this class, share it, man. Share it. Tell people to watch these classes, man. Subscribe to us on Instagram and all social media platforms. You understand? Invite them. Tell them to come on to the Passover. They'll invite you to a goddamn church cookout. Tell them to come on, check this out. Come on and check what we doing now. Come on down to a feast. Extend that hand of brotherhood, just like how we're doing it right now amongst each other. Go get your people and bring them in here. We got to gather ourselves together. You know that precept already. But tonight's class was specifically solely to teach about birthdays because we still are kind of in this is the third month of the so-called year. The summertime is coming up, okay? And it's important that we know what this is because a lot of deaths occur around the summertime because of birthdays. You understand? And we want to prepare our people for the things that are to come, which is what a priest and a prophet does. They think we predict like the lottery numbers. That's not the case at all. We tell you about the forthcoming events that are going to happen to you that already happened before. They're just going to happen more horrific for every time you keep breaking the law. And we're here to stop it. You understand? Look at us like the police, hence the word officer. Police officers keep you in the line of the law, so that way you don't break it. The minute that you do break it, a higher authority deals with you. Priest and officer, that's what we do. We want you to understand what the law is, okay? And once you understand it, don't break it, because there's a punishment coming when you break these types of things. You understand? Every sin is different. Every punishment is different, just like Esau's law. If you drink and drive, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a ticket, may go to jail or whatever, pay some type of fine, or get into a car accident because you're not supposed to be drunk. In the law of the Lord, you can't get drunk anyway. You're not supposed to be drinking excessively. You're not supposed to be like this. You're not supposed to be like that.
Right.
If you do break that law, things are going to happen. So we want to teach y'all the Bible because we're brotherly. We're trying to be the priests and prophets and officers of the Lord that he established for this sole purpose. That's why it's important to us that we do these classes. You got to start to strip away one by one. And I know it's rough, but damn it, you got to be strong. Of people that went from Assyrian captivity, Roman, Babylonian, Egyptian, you name it. All of that for getting a whip across your back, build in Egypt, every empire was built by Black, Hispanic, and Native Indigenous people, right? Through slavery. Through slavery. The so-called Jewish man's Holocaust didn't last longer than Tupac's first album, yet for some reason he feels like, oh, I'm so tired, I'm so sad. Being a part of like 5 major captivities, though, including the one that we're in right now, you can't stop celebrating your birthday. 400 years slavery here. Before here, Egypt, Assyrian, Roman, Babylonian, you name it. And just one thing you can't do. Black people endure more in life, and I understand you need a little hope. You feel like, oh, I need to feel good. Come in here and feel good. Come in here and feel good. You don't need Esau to feel good. Do you feel good after living the lifestyle of Esau? What do you feel? What do you feel exactly? Hungover? You feel that feels good? You feel good being hungover? Sisters, you feel good being effed and forgot about? You feel good about that? You feel good about that one night stand you had that your girlfriends kind of pumped you up for? Yeah, girl, get it. Yeah. You only live once. Now you're in the clinic because you only wanted to live once. Now you're there. That feels good. You at the abortion clinic, that feels good. You don't know who was inside of you this weekend. Freak Nick 2020. That's good. That ain't good at all. That's disgusting. Right. That's the way a heathen lives. And now if we're going to proclaim to be the greatest people of all time, and which we are, make no mistake about it, we are. We got to start living like that. And if you don't want to put a bone in your nose, and you don't want to put a metal plate in your lip, and you don't want to have your daughters go through genital mutilation, maybe stop following all of the customs of the Egyptians altogether, including birthdays. Give me the scripture where it says, covering. They cover themselves in the covering, but not of my spirit.
Oh, concert.
I want to say it was Isaiah. I'm not sure, but they cover themselves with a covering. Yeah, I think it's like Isaiah 30 or something. I'm gonna show you what's happening to you. All right, I'm gonna show you exactly. I think it's Isaiah 30 chapter, something like that, 31. Because you think that following after Ham is so fun and it's so, but just what I just laid out, every time we do follow after Ham and we do follow after Esau, destruction comes all the time. There has never been a time where we followed after them where something great happened. Whoever got it, you can read it.
Khan.
Isaiah 30:1, right?
Khan, so I have it.
Go ahead, young man. You got it.
Khan, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children.
Stop right there, young man. Right there. We all know what this is, right? We all know what we're about to ask. What does the word woe mean?
It's like destruction.
Correct. It says, woe to the rebellious children. That's us. Destruction to the rebellious children. You go into abortion clinics, you don't know who the daddy is. You live in a reckless life, following after the oppressor so much. So woe to you because you don't want to listen with your hard-headed ass. Woe to the rebellious children. Keep going.
Khan, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me.
Stop right there. What is the counsel of the Lord? What's the Lord's counsel?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Law, statutes, and commandments.
That's correct. The word, the law, the statute, commandments. That's his counsel. When we give people counsel in the school, that's where we go. That's where we get our counsel from. Look at the Bible the same way you look at your protocol book at your job. That little handbook that you get at your job, the do's and the don'ts, and what you're gonna, you get rid of for this, the punishment. Look at the Bible like that. That's the policy and procedures for us. What to do and what not to do. How to operate, how not to operate. And when you do the thing you're not supposed to do, You're going to get terminated. Something happens. You're going to get written up. You're going to get punished in some type of way. Look at the Bible like that. You follow Esau's policies and procedures. You follow his law. You don't run a red light because you know what happens. Well, guess what? If you do something that breaks the Lord's law, something is going to happen. Okay, so when you celebrate birthdays, just know that because you wanted to be so rebellious and it was all about you, destruction is coming. Keep going, young man.
Khan, but not of me.
Mm-hmm.
And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit.
They cover themselves with a covering, but not of his spirit. Break that down. What's the spirit of the Lord? You just said it.
Oh, Salakia, the law.
The law. Like, okay, let's do it like this. If your children, you got a child in your house, you got children in your house, right? And they ignore all of the things that you lay down, the law, right? You lay down the law in your house, fathers, y'all lay down the law in your house, yet your kid is still being rebellious, right? There's a punishment coming. The question is, why is the child doing that? Because they don't take counsel from you. They're getting it from somebody, which is why they're acting like that. And they cover themselves in the covering, which is not of your spirit. Your spirit is what the hell I say goes. That's your spirit. A spirit ain't nothing more than a vibe. That's what it is. When we get together, like it's a vibe in here. It's a Holy Spirit. It's separate than everybody else because we don't celebrate Christmas. That's holy. We got a vibe amongst ourselves. You understand? That spirit that you lay down in your house and all these people are following, whatever the hell it is, that's the vibe that you're laying down. Now, if they're rebellious against that, then they got to be following and listening to somebody else. Unless you a punk and you just kind of let everything just go in your house, which is whatever you do is going to be the vibe in there. You understand? But these people, these rebellious children, they cover themselves with a covering, but not of the spirit of the Lord. That American flag they wrap on themselves, I'm an African American. That ain't the spirit of the Lord. Calling yourself African American, that ain't the spirit of the Lord. Celebrating birthdays, that's not the spirit of the Lord. The spirit of the Lord is the law. That's the spirit of the Lord. His vibe is that right there. Don't do this, don't do that, do this, do that. That's our Father. And when you don't listen to Daddy, guess what happens? Bad things happen. Punishments happen. Everybody fears their dad. You understand? Am I bringing it home kind of solid? I'm trying to make it very clear. That's what we have to start doing. Treating the Most High just like the Father that He is. If Daddy say don't do something, don't do it.
Right.
That's however you want to get punished, which is destruction. And when Daddy punishes us, holy. When the Most High punishes us, good night. Captivity, man.
Right.
Captivity. You understand? And that's why we can't get the hell out of this one, because you and I still got brothers and sisters out there that are still doing this. I'm not talking about the truth, obviously. I'm talking about out there. We're not waiting on Christ to return. Christ's waiting on us. He's waiting on us to get our stuff together. He's waiting on us. And you got some rebellious children out there that refuse to listen and want to celebrate a stupid day called a birthday. And get candles and cake and then get filthy drunk and then get into a car accident. That ain't the way to live, man. That is not the way to live. That is the way to die, which is Esau's design. That's Ham's design. And when you follow that, you're going to follow the same punishments that they get. Where's Pharaoh at now? You understand? Esau is next. Pharaoh is gone. Esau is next. And you're going to be right along with him if you keep choosing to follow his ways. Stop celebrating birthdays. That's the moral of the story. Because every time you do, and you blow out that little stupid candle, and you wish for whatever it is stupid that you're wishing for, guess what? The Lord don't hear it. It ain't going to happen, and you're going to get into jail by the end of the night. That's the bottom line of it. Questions, comments? Anybody got something want to bring out?
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead, young man. You good?
On the last one, we were talking about the spirit of the Lord. Would it be Pharaoh okay to say like it's his reputation as well, as far like how he would move?
Meaning what exactly? What do you mean? Like
When you ask what's the spirit of God, would the spirit be another way to say like reputation or Salaki?
I mean, you could say reputation. You could say, hey, this is his reputation. This is the way he moves. It would be better to be like, okay, okay. As a matter of fact, I got you. Hold on one second. I mean, you could use it. It's not wrong to say that. The spirit of the Lord. The spirit of the Lord. First of all, what is the Lord? We'll go there. What is the Lord? It's in the Bible. We say it all the time. The Lord is a what?
Father.
Nah, go ahead. Somebody says Salaki.
Power.
Nah, the Lord is a man of
War.
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 That's the vibe. That's the spirit of the Lord. He is a man of war. How do we know this? The Bible, from the beginning to the end, is all about war. It's about bloodshed. That's his reputation, young man, to your point. That's his reputation. His reputation is, I'm about that life. The Most High got more bodies under his belt than anybody you could ever think of, times 12. He'll get you up out of here quick. You understand? And because you know that, because you know our Father is about that life, you might not want to cross him. You might not want to play with him like that. You might want to fear him. Just like all good sons and daughters fear their dad, because they know dad ain't playing. You get away with that with mom, sure. Dad ain't playing. That's how we supposed to do with the Most High. Because his spirit ain't for that fun stuff. His spirit is like, yo, you just okay. You just obey me. All right. I got you. Bam. Take you up out of here. Oh yeah, you want to do some unlawful stuff? Okay, I got you. Chlamydia. Here you go. Here you go. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. You want to smoke weed? Okay, no problem. I got you. Bam, jail. Come out, do it again. I warned you one time before. I said it one time. You did it again, 20 years. Come out, you do it again, guess what? Life. Maybe take the hint that maybe this is not what I'm supposed to do. But what do? We keep doing it over and over and over and over and over again. Because we're trained to disrespect dad. We're trained to ignore what dad is saying, which is why this world talks so against the Bible. They talk so against it. What do they say? Oh, it's too harsh. Oh, not every. That's why they think that there are contradictions in there. That's why they do it. They go, oh well, you can't follow that. Who wrote that thing? Did man write it? And they try to get you to not follow it because then with that you can't listen to the Father. Don't listen to him. No. Listen to the lady on the stage. She's singing. Listen to her. She said you can eat whatever you want as long as you pray over it. It's okay, but what did dad say? What the hell did dad say? Because dad said, hell no, don't do that. You understand? But that's the spirit of the Lord, man. Vengeance, war, you name it, warfare. And you got to fear that. Because if you feared it, like for most of us that had the benefit of growing up with a father or a father figure, when you fear dad, when your mama said, I'm going to tell your father, you try to get your stuff together, like, oh no, because when dad come home, it's reckoning time.
That's
what I mean? It's like, yo, what's up? And that's how you got to treat the Most High. Dad said don't do it. Guess what? You better not do it, because when he finds out, it ain't gonna be light work. This you about to get it. Right. You're supposed to fear him. That's why throughout the Bible it says to fear the Lord. And it keeps saying it because we're so hard-headed. You got to keep repeating things to Israelites. Fear the Lord, fear the Lord, fear the Lord, fear the Lord, fear the Lord. Right? The beginning of love is the fear of the Lord. I'm paraphrasing, of course. It's always saying fear the Lord. Because if you fear him, you would love him. If you fear him, you have a respect. You're like, damn, he really loves me. Damn.
knock you out of order.
Go ahead, you got it.
If I make what you just said, just paraphrasing, can I read the scripture that you're paraphrasing, or if I may?
Go ahead, you got it.
Can I walk on? It's Proverbs 9 and 10 through 12.
Please. You taking attendance about?
I'm sorry. Like you, sir. Is that okay? Is it okay if I read that?
Please go ahead, read it. You good?
Proverbs 9, 10 and 12. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the hope.
You got some more on that?
I don't want to come.
Go ahead.
And the knowledge of the holy is understanding. For by me thy days shall be multiplied, and the years of thy life shall be increased. If thou be wise, thou shalt be wise for thyself. But if thou scornest, thou alone shalt bear it.
You, AKA, fear the Lord. Get that understanding, right? Which is what we do. We are terrified of him. Now the Christians will go, oh, God is good. God is good. Guess what? In the Bible, it says that he's terrible too.
Yeah.
You understand? It says good and terrible, actually. Together in the same sentence. Okay? Now, when you know that your father, the one who brought you out of a captivity by tearing down an empire, you would think you have a better respect for him because he loved you so much to save you. But yet we keep going back into a captivity and out one, and then back into one and out one. Why? Because we keep doing the same thing that we have been doing, which is ignoring what our Father has said to us and following in the ways of the heathen who he didn't rock with to begin with, but only set up so that way we can see his power. Birthdays ain't nothing. It's just another day. You're not missing nothing. You could drink tonight. You could go home to your loved one and have sex tonight. If your birthday is today, you could do everything you were about to do today, tomorrow. No different from Christmas, no different from Thanksgiving, none of that. You could eat every day. But you love white daddy so much more than black daddy. And that's what we're dealing with here. So the next time you get into a fender bender after your birthday or get arrested or knocked up or whatever it is, whatever bad happened to you that night, maybe next year go, man, nah, I'm good. History has proven that every time I celebrate this goddamn day, something bad happens. For all you black women out there, right? And I'm gonna hang my hat on this. You study the reputation of every brother that you with, right? Every brother you've been with, you looking deep into his history. If that brother was even arrested one time, it's a problem, right? You checking history, right? Check Hamite's history and check Esau's history. And apply that same energy. Take the heat off my back, sister, and put it on Esau and Ham. Because Esau and Ham has led you and your whole goddamn lineage into a path of destruction, a hellhole, ever since you were born.
Forget about it.
You understand? Don't charge your brother. And brother, same thing. You looking at her dating history and all every brother's great. That's cool and everything. However, hold Esau. Hold that white woman to that same standard too. You ain't digging in her background. If she had 5 brothers in one night, I can guarantee you that you were one of the 5. And Ham too. You were a part of that because you were just living your best life on your birthday. Keep that same energy for those 2 entities. Love your own people. And then when you get that urge that you want to celebrate your birthday, just remember that it is absolutely disgusting and it's unlawful to do so because your oppressor you should not envy at all and follow none of their goddamn ways.
That's
right. With that, pass the class off to Precinct Officer Hadar Mob.
Shalom Israel. With ISUPK. These are the security announcements. With ISUPK, start out at 1 West, Hunter and Fish Street Hall, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are hit to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to that brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes. This is a commandment coming from the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and also the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Which means 10 in the Hebrew, ma'asharah. 10% of every penny of increase the Lord gives you, gives to the treasury department or the teacher. Priest fund, free will offer for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you like to give. Upcoming holy convocations is the Lord's 55th annual Passover under the ISUPK, the only Passover, you understand, that exists. You understand? The home of the truth. All right, Most High Christ. Get your tickets. You understand? You should already be, hopefully, everyone's paid for, you understand? Have your Passover fees, $200 per adult. You understand? Kids are free. All right, festivities are taking place from Wednesday to Sunday. Okay, get with your camp leaders. Check ISUPK.com as well. All right, and it will be in Raleigh. It's like in Durham, North Carolina, the week of the 20th. All right, check ISUPK.com for more details. Reminder: check for any it's like it. Remember to check the bulletin board for any other updates. Also, for any brother who wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. That's boots, shirts, pants, headbands, and war scarves. And if you could, from time to time, please put the address in your Google Maps, understand, to help build the algorithm for the school. That is 3353 Glenwood Road in Decatur, Georgia. And with that, we'll give a courtesy salute for the teacher, men of Israel. Imajim. Imajim Shabbat. Imajim. Barak. And what we just said in the Hebrew, may the Most High bless you in the name of Christ. Yamatai, hands down. We'll also give a courtesy salute for the sisters online. Ben Israel, Abam Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh Shema Alatham by Hashem Yahushai. And what we just said in the Hebrew, may the Most High watch over you in the name of Christ. Yamatai, hands down. Glass dismissed.
That's right. Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Gathered on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.